assaults the senses with a shower of moods and impressions, lifting the spirits and bringing long, drowsy passions instantly alive. The essentials of living blend harmoniously with the poetry of life. But to savor France, one must first taste Paris. Paris is the city of light, the city of romance, the city of moments remembered. Great museums beckon, the Louvre with its fetching Mona Lisa. The Pompidou Center, fun and fantasy. Art exists everywhere, in the streets, neighborhood markets, shops, and fashion emporiums. The good life, Bordeaux, the queen of wine.
This is the grape of Saint-Emilion. It's the soul of our soil, our territory, and if you drink the wine, you share our love and happiness.
The Bordeaux Wine Festival, with centuries-old pomp and ceremony, celebrates the fall harvest. Lafite and Aubryon ring like bells in the imagination of wine lovers.
Félicitations, c'est remarquable. Hein? Merci. Grand millésime, le 83.
Nice, Cannes, Saint-Tropez. The Côte d'Azur, the French Riviera, once a playground for millionaires, is now a playground for millions. Troves of priceless art fill the hills beyond. The main axiom of all great resorts is that they attract beautiful people. No matter how hot the sun gets on the French Riviera, nobody blisters, nobody peels, nobody's nose is plastered with sun cream. Golden vegetables, ruby red tomatoes, a necklace of daffodils, the Nice market. In the cool hills above the Riviera lies an ancient tapestry of medieval towns. The Provence of painters and poets, of Picasso, Bonnard, and Cézanne, still exists. Unique ceramic folk art figures reflect the life of the region. A sturdy mount carries you into a landscape by Van Gogh. Or you can pause to reflect in a field by Monet. Or take a canal ride. The Canal du Midi in the Languedoc region was commissioned by Louis XIV and was considered one of the engineering marvels of its day. Now you can pack a picnic basket and a bicycle to tour towns along the way and drift into the dreamy recesses of the 17th century. Carcassonne is a walled 13th century city that rise high above its modern-day commercial center. The Pyrenees, where the air is as clean and crisp as a mountain stream. The 250-mile mountain chain forms the natural barrier between France and Spain. Its central peaks soar over 10,000 feet. The Western Pyrenees on both sides of the frontier is the land of the Basques, a proud, fiercely independent people whose life remains remarkably unchanged. Ancient songs and dances still form a way of life. There are few words in any language which glitter with such unyielding luxury as the word Biarritz. Basque song and dance troupes still perform, and the pounding Atlantic surf is unmatched. Saint-Jean-de-Luz is another jewel of the Basque country, where green and blue pot-bellied hulls of sardine and tuna boats dance in the offshore waters. Vacationers have also rediscovered the white sand beaches and marvelous old buildings of La Rochelle. The spectacular Belle-Île off the Brittany coast, with beauty unchanged since the dawn of time. The sea as master carver, the red granite coast. Fishermen harvest the sea at night and dream about it during the day. Much of France's sustenance, wealth, and history is drawn from the ocean. A rare sight, the Renaissance and Middle Ages are still intact in Sarlat. There are also good things to eat. Sarlat is the foie gras and truffle capital of France. On weekends, when chefs are busiest, no goose is safe. And still the spirits soar in a fantasy flight from Mont Saint-Michel in Normandy to the magnificent Loire Valley. The grandeur of the great Renaissance is contained in a superb network of over 300 castles. Chenonceau and Blois are two of the largest and most impressive of the ancient chateaux. It was this wine and game-rich country of sparkling green slopes and stately hills that appealed most to the French aristocracy. And what is a fantasy without a queen of the court, royal musicians and dancers, torchlight flickering in the night? Drama and pageantry play out against a backdrop of courtly splendor. town of Colmar in Alsace-Lorraine is the birthplace of Frédéric Auguste Bartholdi, creator of the Statue of Liberty. The French Alps, reaching nearly 16,000 feet at Mont Blanc, contain some of the finest mountain scenery and top skiing in all of Europe. Courchevel, Chamonix, Val d'Isère are but a few of their legendary resorts. Dining nearby is a theatrical event. Lyon is a dazzling Milky Way of three-star restaurants, where haute cuisine and high culture form a rewarding symphony.
La nuit, goutte à goutte, introduit sa liqueur.
Night comes to Paris like an exotic flower that spills its fragrance in the dark. The City of Lights sparkles with its greatest brilliance after the sun goes down.
Et je m'offre à
Discos throb. The nightclubs are jammed. Fabulous revues and famous cabarets beckon. No other city in the world comes more alive at night. France Once Met is not easily forgotten. A tune that eludes just beyond the grasp of recognition, and yet won't dance away.